Hello, welcome back to our TCAP commentary. So today we're gonna do Pulkit, Mathur, and Canish, Lakhanpal. Doesn't matter, regardless. They'll probably say their names, so we'll get to see how they are actually said soon enough. But anyway, we're gonna watch these two. I've never seen either of their segments. I've never really been a big fan of this house in particular because I just never really checked out this house. I don't know, it's just for some reason I haven't. So these are technically two new guys for the channel, and yeah, I'm very excited to see what their whole deal is. But anyway, yeah, we'll get into it. If you like TCAP, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos including TCAP commentaries, police interrogations, true crime videos, and Steve Loco's reactions. So yeah, let's get into it. And yeah,
We knew there were lots of people from the computer industry in this part of California. We just didn't know so many.
Baby, okay.
There were lots of people from the computer industry in this part of California.
From the jump, we have two of the greatest guys on this planet. We have Chris Hansen himself, okay? Everybody knows Chris. You know, everybody knows who Chris Hansen is. And if you don't know who he is, then I guess you just can't attach a name to the face just yet, right? But anyway, yeah. Then we have Ron. Oh, man. Him and his $1 trillion watch, right? You see the way this baby shines. This thing for sure is like ultra silvery, ultra platinum gold. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a thing. But he has it no matter what. But
We just didn't know so many of them would show up at our undercover house. Here comes another computer engineer.
Come on back.
And this one's brought a friend along.
Color me shocked. Is that even Dateline Net Crime? But yeah, Dateline Net Crime. I've only known of three. I'll say three. Stings where more than two people or more than one person shows up, like at a home looking for a 13-year-old girl. Okay, four. There's four because there's Slave to Mistresses and Tennis Boy. Then there's is it Eric? I don't know. The tag along. They have that one guy that was like a teenager still that like brought his friends along, and now there's these two, which I've never seen these two. I've never heard of their segments, so I'm so in the dark here. I don't know what their whole deal is, but I guess we'll find out.
Looks like our guys are pulling up.
I'm so glad you guys made it. Finally. So come on back. I made some frozen lemonade for us.
Sure.
These men work together in the computer industry. They're both here for dates with girls who told them they were 13.
And what'd you guys bring?
A lot of sandwiches.
Oh, yes. I love sandwiches. So, hey, there you are.
I don't know why I imagine like a bread with just mayo. Like, I don't know why I thought. I just want to point that out. That's what I was thinking whenever you said sandwiches for some reason.
Teen.
And
Doc Block tomorrow at 10 p.m. ET to PT. A lockup inside Folsom. This place was once called the end of the world. Oof.
what'd you guys bring?
A lot of sandwiches.
Oh, yes. I love sandwiches. So,
I also like sandwiches.
Hey, there you are. Take a seat.
Wondering how the two of them ended up here looking for a double date with underage girls?
Yes.
Their story begins when this 25-year-old named Pulkit Mathur, screen name Pookie.
Pookie. Pookie. Oh, that's great, actually. Okay, wait, he said Pookie Mathur?
Their story begins when this 25-year-old named Pulkit Mathur, screen name
Pulkit Mathur is his name. Okay. I'm picking up on what he's saying. One very strange detail that happened before I actually started recording is that I usually search up the TCAP wikis of these guys, and I tried searching up the second guy, and he's not there. Like, his page doesn't exist. Whether it was taken down or it never existed to begin with, is a very curious case. But I guess we'll see why.
Their story begins when this 25-year-old named Pulkit Mathur, screen name Pookie 007 US, starts chatting online with a decoy named Kira, who told him she was 13. After he plans...
Oh, from Death Note. Is that even... No, Kira. I'm not wrong, am I? Yeah, Kira from Dead Note. Oh, careful, careful, Pookie. Okay, you're gonna get killed by Light Yakubi. Right, he's gonna get your ass.
Starts chatting
A lot of people
online
don't know what I'm referring to, but I hope you do, and if you, I hope you guys do. Okay?
with a decoy named Kira, who told him she was
Kira
13.
from Japan.
After he plans a date for sex with her, he asks Kira if she has a friend for his
Don't you have any friend of yours who can stay with him?
colleague Kanish. The decoy said
Kanish.
yes, and that's why they're here.
Just hang out, put the food out, pour me a drink. I'm gonna actually go change so we can get in the hot tub. And if you guys want to get in the hot tub, feel free. I'll turn it on, okay? You can jump in.
I know they tried so hard to get people into this hot tub, but it never really happened, did it? Like the closest one that ever really got close to the hot tub was that one like super American looking guy. I forgot his name, but he looks like what's his name from Toy Story? Is it Ned? No. Ed? No. Fred? No. At that point, I'm just trolling. But no, I don't know his name. But the bad kid from Toy Story, he looked a bit like him. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping.
Hey guys,
Hello.
why don't you have a seat right over there, please? What's going on?
Nothing much.
Nothing much. What are you guys doing?
I think just ready to have some food and all.
Some food, yeah.
Pookie 007 US
Pookie. Stop
explains
calling
that
him
he
Pookie. Chris, okay, I get it, right? That's his username, but like you don't have to essentially call him Pookie, right? My Pookie. No, he's not your Pookie. He's not my Pookie. He's none of our Pookies, actually. Maybe there is some. Maybe it is. Maybe he is someone's Pookie. Who knows? How am I supposed to know, right? Like I'm not his Pookie. He's not my Pookie. So maybe he does have one. I don't know.
in the United States on business.
Where do you live?
I'm on business.
I live in India.
And who are you guys here to visit today?
Just have to have food with
Just
my
food.
friend. Yes.
Yeah.
And he said
This is like the cafeteria from their workplace. Like what?
he only came here to bring Kira lunch, but that's not what he said when he spoke to her online.
Well, you talked about a lot of other things besides lunch in the chat. Okay.
That
Well,
was
I don't, no, it's right here.
yeah, I might have chatted, but that was only for like that's a chatting. That's nothing intentional.
Chat is chat. We always come back to this one, man. Oh, Jeff Soko, Jeff Stacy, always haunting the. I know that Jeff Stacy died. A lot of people try to attribute it to like his wife finding out that he was like on TCAP, but I fully doubt it. That's like seems so out of the realm of possibilities. But at the same time, I recalled looking into that a tiny bit, right, and then like all of it starting to really actually make sense. Because unless that was a completely different case, but I don't think so. I think it like wasn't his wife like a crash out? Wasn't his wife like a crash out and like burned down like a house or something like that? So it's fully possible, but it doesn't matter. Regardless, the chat is chat. Whatever I say on the internet and in real life are two separate things. We always come back to this, right? And apparently for Pulkit, okay, or Pookie, that it seems to be the case, right? Because I believe this is Pulkit. Because I searched him up, and also he just looks a lot more similar than this guy, right? I mean that's him. That's literally him. But Pookie does not seem so impressed by the cat.
And he says he only came here to bring Kira lunch, but that's not what he said when he spoke to her online.
Well, you talked about a lot of other things besides lunch in the chat. Okay.
That
Well,
was
I don't, no, it's right here.
yeah, I might have chatted, but that was only for like that's a chatting. That's nothing intentional.
No, I need you to stay right over there.
Sit here.
And you still want me to spend the night with you?
No, I don't.
Yes, you say. I will kiss you from top to bottom. I will treat you nicely. How do you like to be loved?
No, that,
It's definitely a very curious case to know how much his friend knows. Because could you imagine, because they're co-workers by the sounds of it, from the beginning and the intro, it seems like they work together, so that's how they know each other. Could you imagine if Pookie, I'm just going to keep calling him that, if Pookie told Kanish or whatever, hey, I have a double date set up for the both of us, right? And he has absolutely no idea what is happening, I don't think that's the case. I really don't want to run with that. I would never want to consider any of these men who show up on the sting innocent necessarily. You don't accidentally show up here, even if it is like an invite. You still ask questions like, okay, who is it, you know, and all that. But definitely a very curious inquiry. Like, how much does his friend know?
That is just a chat. That's it. No, I don't.
Just a chat.
I don't feel like it.
Well, it sounds like you felt like, and if she's got a friend to be with your colleague here.
Like that.
Did you know that? Did you know he was saying that?
Yeah, he knew it, but the thing
He
is
knew that. So
He can't talk or something? Like, is he gonna say anything? We have Pookie over here just being the ringleading this conversation. Like, okay, man, let him speak up. He's kind of just like mogging here. Is that even how you say it? I don't even know. I have no idea what the hell that means anyway. I just know that the newer generation, you know, they're just like, oh, he's mugging him. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Pookie 007 US says the reason he brought a friend along was because he needed a ride.
I'm new to this town. I don't know.
it doesn't matter where you're from or how new you are to the town. The point is, she told you she was 13, and you continued with this chat.
No.
And you brought your buddy in with you.
No, I don't. I'm not aware that she's a 13.
Online, the decoy told Pookie 007 US more than
Don't fix your hair, man. She's not gonna come out, okay? So there's no point of trying to look spazzy, snazzy.
once that she was 13. And Pookie's friend knew it too. In a separate online conversation, a second decoy chatted with Kanish and told him, I'm 13, female. And he said, you're young.
I was.
That's his username? That's his username. I am, what is it?
Told him, I'm 13, female. And he said,
I am Kanish K. Okay. I guess now we know who you are. But, so they were both messaging a girl at the same time? Like, is that what happened? Like, did Pookie give the other girl's information to Kanish here? Like, is that what happened? Because that seems like the most logical sense. Because, like, I really doubt that both of them solicited a minor at the same time, and then coincidentally they know each other. It was probably Pookie contacting the girl first, and then getting his homie on the line, you know.
you're young.
I was not aware that she's a 13-year-old. Like,
There's something, mistaken there.
Well, you knew he was 13.
I
You
know,
admitted to
I
me. So why were you here to see a 13-year-old girl?
I came here for
Sorry for
Pulkit.
that.
He said that, you come, I don't know the way.
Online, Kanish is vague.
He's just... Guys, he's just a tag-along. Like, oh, man. Chris, let him go, okay? My poor friend here, Kanish, okay? Or Kanish, however you say it. He's innocent, right? He's innocent in all this, man. He's just a tag-along, okay?
About what he plans to do when he gets here. When the decoy, named Amanda, asks him, what sort of stuff do guys like to do with girls, he says, come on, Amanda, you don't know that? And then says, for the same reason Pulkit is meeting Kira.
You see why this is wrong, right?
Yeah, please forgive us. Please forgive us.
Do you guys ever watch television?
No.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm a correspondent with the Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens on the internet.
All you could do is sigh, to be honest. You could try to fight your case, but you know you're caught. That's the part that I feel like is the reason why a lot of guys don't really decide to fight Chris on, like, the whole cameras and everything, because they know they're caught. You know, like, you were actively participating in this conversation. You were the one factoring all these inappropriate messages, right? So, what can you really say?
Teens on the internet.
We are not like that, guys.
You're not like that.
At this point, law
Okay,
enforcement...
buddy. Oh, everybody knows Ron Knight in the streets is nicknamed, you know, Ron Walk Him Down Knight, okay? He walks him down at night. Because look at the way he's approaching, man. I'm telling you, Ron Knight is a killer. But back to what this whole message was saying. You can't really say that when you're actively being like that, you know? I understand a lot of predators that show up on a sting operation. They really think that they're better than, I guess, what people assume predators are. Does that make any sense? Like, let me break that down. Someone like Pulkit right now, okay, or Pookie, thinks he's like, oh, guys, I'm not that bad. I'm not like one of those, like, other guys. You know, I'm just, you know, I made a mistake. But no matter what, like, you're as bad as any other. You know, it's not that, like, the what people consider a predator is like the most evil, you know, like predatory, like just disgusting person on the planet. It's anybody who decides to think that having, you know, sexual relations with anyone who's not an adult while they're an adult is like an okay thing, you know, like that. It's as simple as that. Okay, it doesn't mean anything else.
We are not like that, guys.
You're not like
You
that.
talk to a minor inappropriately, you're a predator. That's
At
as
this
simple as it
point,
gets.
law enforcement arrests both men.
Just the cameraman just
And
walking.
takes them
I've always had a grudge with these these cameramen. Okay, they're like, these guys have literal guns pointed at them, and they just walk behind him like.
and takes them in for questioning. But after interviewing Kanish,
I'm very loyal to my wife. It's my love marriage. So 13 years old. No.
the police let him go, possibly because evidence of sexual intent isn't definitive in his chat log.
That's
But it's
probably
a
what
different
it is.
story.
It's not because Kanish is like a good guy. Okay, he says he's loyal to his wife, but we've seen many old people that show up to these sting houses that are married and like they say that they love their wives, but your actions don't, you know, they don't portray that. Okay, but yeah, it 100% must have been the lack of evidence, because if police think that they can get you on something, they'll get you. I mean, it's as simple as that, and especially in the sting operation, they'll try to throw the book at you if they can. So yeah, Kanish probably just didn't have enough evidence on him.
And isn't definitive in his chat log. But it's a different story for his friend Pulkit.
You write, I will taste your lips when I will kiss you.
Yeah, that.
Did you write that?
Yeah, like that.
You did?
Yeah, I didn't really mean that.
So you wanted a 13-year-old to be your girlfriend?
No, not at all. I'm sorry for like whatever I have written in that.
Again, he tries to argue that he didn't know the girl was 13, but the
Doesn't
detective
matter
isn't
with the
buying it.
photo. She told you she was 13.
I'm not buying that.
You even said
is
you're-
what the detective said. Okay, let's bring that back a little bit.
But the
Doesn't
detective
matter
isn't
with the
buying
photo.
it.
She told you she was 13. You even said your age difference. Okay? It's all right here. You know it's wrong.
Yeah,
You've been
it's wrong.
apologizing, yes or no?
Yeah.
It's wrong. I apologize for that.
He's charged with attempted lewd behavior with a minor and posts $30,000 bail. Later, we find out Pulkit failed to show up for court and is
Oh man, that's not good. I don't really know what happens after something like that happens, but it's still not good, is it? You know, they're like, hey, you're in trouble, show up. You know, and I wonder what happens if you don't. I assume you're just now like you have a warrant out for your arrest. I feel like that's the most reasonable thing.
bail. Later, we find out Pulkit
Prosecution,
failed
is
to
that a
show up
thing?
for court and is wanted on an arrest warrant.
Okay,
You
yeah.
just
that
walk
makes sense.
past this. It's okay.
Okay. I still need to see this video.
He
right
knew
here.
there were
The chase will be gentle. Okie dokie. So let's look at the comments. Okay. Chris, do you still want me to spend the night with you? No, I don't. Yes, you say. When you've been good all week long and you get rewarded with the TCAP scene you've never seen, pure satisfaction. Well, congrats, Cindy. I could have sworn these guys called me telling me they were with the IRS. That's so bad. Don't mind me, I'm just a tag-along. Yeah, absolutely. How on earth could these guys possibly think a 13-year-old girl would be so confident and not afraid of two strange men? You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. 2 words, call center chat room, dude. Oh, man. Again, so bad. Why am I just seeing this now? It's amazing that these guys work in the computer market, are well versed in internet culture, but get tricked by someone who used terms like cool. I never saw these guys before. The way they looked at each other at 1:30, it literally screams out that they're ready for what was. I mean, yeah, it looks it. I mean, again, I would never trust anybody that would show up to do anything like this with a child, but yeah, definitely creepy dudes. But okay, we're gonna check out Pookie. We're gonna check out Pookie. Okay, Pulkit Mathur. Pulkit Mathur is a potential predator caught in the Petaluma, California sting on To Catch a Predator. Yes, okay, so I was correct. He is notable for bringing along his friend Kanish K. Lakenpal, as well as wearing a striped red and white jumper that made him look like Waldo. First of all, you just kind of expose yourself on who you are. Okay, I don't appreciate, right? It's called a shirt, okay? Anyway, Pulkit, I don't know. I was just kind of bullshitting. Profile picture of the time of the sting. What a handsome man, I guess you could say. Wait. What? A more recent picture of Pulkit. Look at him, right? He's like, oh man, my name is Pulkit. My name is Pookie. My name is Pookie. Anyway, aliases Pookie underscore 007 US. Aliases Pookie underscore 007 US. He's a former HR manager for a computer company. He was born circa 1982 to 83. He was born in India and he's male and his hair color is black. So, biography and chat. Pulkit Mathur worked as an HR manager in an IT company located in India and was in America on training for his job for 6 months. He was on the online chat room posing as a guy who moved to the USA for business and groomed what he thought was a 13-year-old girl named Kira under the screen name Pookie underscore 007 US. He asked the decoy if he wanted to bring a colleague, He asked the decoy if he wanted to bring a colleague along and if she had any friends to stay with Kanish. I don't know. To which the decoy replied yes. He says he wanted to spend the night with the decoy, taste her lips, kiss her from top to bottom, and treat her nicely. Kanish even tagged into another chat room with the screen name I am Kanish K, saying that another decoy named Amanda was young for 13. When Amanda asked what men do for fun, Kanish reluctantly responded with a simple yet broken, "Come on, Amanda. You do know that why Pulkit is meeting Kira." I guess. I don't really know if I said that properly. But anyway, so now we have the sting that's up next. Pulkit arrives at the Petaluma staying house with Kanish, tagging along with bags of food. Rochelle Thiren welcomed the two in, saying she had frozen lemonade ready. Thiren claimed she'll get changed to get into the hot tub. As the hot tub turns on, Pulkit gave Kanish a knowing look before Chris Hansen intervened and sat the two down. As he read through the chat logs and questioned the two about what was going on, both Pulkit and Kanish undermined the evidence, stating that it was just chat logs and that they don't act like that. As they claimed that they just came to get some lunch, the two replied that they are sorry and to be forgiven. Pulkit stuck to his claim that is just chatting. Regardless, the two were arrested. So the police interrogation. Pulkit and Kanish K are sent to the booking station in the interrogation room. The two are separated and both had the opportunity to get a chance to talk to law enforcement to explain themselves. Pulkit was interviewed before Kanish K. Which is it? Is it Kanish or is it Kanish K or Kanish? I have no idea, but they're switching them. You know, I need a definitive answer. Okay, like where is it? They also say Kanish like with an H. Here, look. Which one is it, man? You're confusing me. As he read through the chat logs. Okay, no, I've already read that. Pulkit was interviewed before Kanish K. The officer read and reminded Pulkit of his rights and read them to him, which Pulkit does not understand at first, but the officer then makes it clear to him. However, Pulkit agrees to talk to law enforcement. When the officer asks Pulkit why he came to Petaluma, he explains that he just came to see her. And met her by meeting on a Yahoo chat room. Pulkit tried explaining that he did not know the girl's true age, but the detective reminded him to be honest and mentioned how she was 13. Pulkit then was asked by the detective to help explain his intentions, and Pulkit claimed to just travel to Petaluma, grab lunch with the girl. He traveled to just get lunch with her. He then says he was sorry, which the detective asks why, and Pulkit claims it was because he was high while in the chat room and did not mean anything he said in the chat. His mugshot. Oh my god. These like low quality zoom in pictures are always just so funny to me. The detective reminds Pulkit is 24 and the compliments he gave to this guy's the same age as me. Pookie was 24. he looks like he's 32. He looks like he's in his 30s. Like, am I wrong for that? Like, he doesn't look 24. And the compliments he gave to the girl and reads the explicit nature of the chat. He mentioned how he wanted to have sex, kissing her from top to bottom, etc. The officer asked how many times she called him, and he said 3 times. The officer then interviews him and asks, "Who did you bring here?" And he mentions Kanish K. Kanish, I don't know. The officer then asked how he knew Kanish, and he mentioned they were colleagues. The officer then asks who drove and brought you here. Pulkit replies, Kanish. Kinish, I don't know. Pulkit was then charged and taken to jail for attempted lewd behavior with a minor and posted $30,000 bond, and Kanish K was let go because of the lack of sexual intent. Pulkit failed to show up to court and is a wanted man. As of 2023, he still has not been caught or charged with his 2006 crimes, as he absconded back to his native country, India. The aftermath. According to his LinkedIn, Pulkit has worked in Jaipur, Rajasthan, India since 2011. Chris said in his podcast in 2023 that he had a feeling he would never talk to Pulkit since his LinkedIn was found. However, anything is possible. Trivia. Pulkit and Kanish's double uncut interview, or at least snippets of it, were once available on the MSNBC the subscription service, but have not resurfaced. Pulkit's and Kanish's uncut police interrogations would be uploaded by YouTuber user Hey Pepe. Like with most absconded predators, his chat log is not available. However, he appears on the Perverted Justice Most Wanted list. Again, what a pookie. What a pookie. Okay, but anyway, this guy is a real grade A pervert. Like most of the Indian predators, they lied through their asses to try to dodge a bullet. I mean, all predators lie, but I guess so. So anyway, that'll be it for these two. Not before I thank my members. So anyway, thank you so much for Courtney Easy for being a member, along with Goodman_Ace, Struzelflusen8477, Will Redding 1302, Zanzibar _Daleks, Boba_McFetridge, Suslang, Alice Guess, Spudman NL, Ghost-Husband, Lost in Dark Paradise, Mork the Bork 99, Little Tits, and Bass Trout Fishing. Thank you to all of you for being members. Again, content for you guys only will soon appear, I promise. But anyway, that'll be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Just comment what you thought of the whole video. Just give me some pointers here. But anyway, yeah, I'll get going. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.